Hey guys, what's cracking? Godsman here, coming at you with another fight night, but it's not any fight night. Oh no, this fight night is a first of its kind. We have the first ever V Revival fight night, or V-Boot in other words. Now, what is that? Well, it's a custom format that was created recently by me and the other lads on this channel here, down in our Discord down below. And it's a format that's based around V-Series, and we're not talking about a singular card or a single deck. Oh no, we're talking about literal hundreds of cards to this blooming format as we try to revive what was once a dead and canceled era of Vanguard. But if you want to learn more about that, do be sure to check out the description down below, because I do have a lot of helpful guides and tutorials, as well as a lot of other helpful faces down there who can help get you started and understand what V Revival is. But again, in a nutshell, it is a custom format that continues the recently canceled V era of Vanguard. And today we're going to be doing the first ever V Revival fight night, which isn't just to introduce the format to a lot of y'all who may not already known about it, but it's also going to dual purpose, as it is an advertisement for the brand new wave of support for V Revival. And why not start it off, if not with a bang, as we've got two explosive Dragon Empire decks facing off against each other. And now's the time to introduce my co-host. Wearing the red gloves up in the top corner here, we have Noir, who will be guiding Narukami to hopefully victory, aka specifically Brawlers. Big bang. How are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I am. Despite the tone of my voice, I'm actually quite excited.
That's what I like to hear. And down on the bottom, wearing the blue gloves, we've got the equally ferocious Conroe clan being wielded by Nabs-kun. And how are we doing?
Yeah, hello. I'm doing good, and to burn his chances of winning.
Ooh.
I may sound eccentric. I sound eccentric and excited, but I'm actually feeling more calm than Noir is.
That fire, that is water. Lightning, that is it's funny how you guys just switched there. That's awesome. Perditions versus Brawlers. Two fierce dragons clashing. Who's going to win it? Let's find out. Are we ready, gents?
I'd say
Yes,
so.
sir.
Let's do it.
Stand up. Vanguard.
Vanguard.
Brawler. Fighting Dragonewt.
Lizard Soldier. Coil.
Alright. I take the first turn. Doro. Lido. Brawler. Wild Clock Dragon. Fighting Draco Kid skill first. When rolled upon, I get to draw one. And then Wild Clock skill. When he's placed on Vanguard Circle or Rear Circle, I can look at the top 5 cards of my deck. And I get to add a Brawler to my hand. We will add Big Bang / Buster.
Ooh, very nice. Alright, already new card in effect. It's a searcher for the Brawler archetype, which previously had very little searchability. Already a quaint addition. It does have a rearguard circle skill, but I'd imagine Noir will be explaining that one later.
Oh yeah, we'll explain these as the effects come into play.
Awesome.
And because it's my first turn, I can attack, so I'll simply cast the turn off the Nabs.
Alright, draw. I ride. Perdition Dragonewt. Gia! And I draw. Furthermore, within the Crest zone, when I ride a Great One Vanguard, I get my very own energy generator. And so does Noir.
That's right, fellas. Energy has arrived to V-Series in the V Revival format. Energy Blast, Energy Charges, all the good stuff right here. It worked out really well in D-Series, and we figured, why not have it here, eh? It's going to unlock a lot of new potential for this format.
In addition, because I went second, I get the Energy Charge 3. Next up, I am going to call a staple household name. Those of you from Era will know this card. I call Gatling Claw Dragon.
Ooh, that's nostalgic.
Getting Claw here has an effect, which is very unusual. V-Series triggers. It has a rearguard effect, as well as a guardian effect. So, continuous on guardian circle. If your opponent rolled a grade 2 or greater unit despite, which is a very important distinction, it gets shield plus 5,000. So it's a tanky shield on guardian. Next up, on rearguard circle, if as cost, by putting it itself into soul, I get to give a unit 3,000 power. Furthermore, because this is the first time I did it, as there are no other Gatling claws that have put into my soul this turn, I get to additionally draw a card as well.
Card advantage, power, and extra shield. It's a very versatile draw trigger.
Oh, and I also have to draw off of Conroe. And because my opponent's Vanguard is pretty greater, I add a quick shield to my hand.
A lot of cards right off the bat there.
Next up, I call Aermo. Boosted by Aermo, Dia will swing at your Vanguard. Aermo's effect giving itself 3,000 power. This is... Oh, no guard.
Yeah, no guard.
So I will drive check. Critical trigger, all effects.
Ooh, brutal start already.
Check. Second check. Yikes.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
That could be problematic. I guess we'll see what happens. Stand and draw.
That's tense for now.
Charge 3.
Dia actually has another effect, which states that when placed on Vanguard or Rearguard, I get to Soul Blast and retire a Rearguard in the same column. And if no Rearguards were retired, I get to draw, but I opted to not do it.
A good explanation of that effect. Alright, now back over to Noir here. Time for grade 2.
A couple options here. I think I will opt to ride the Big Bang slash Buster that I added to my hand previously.
Ooh, what does this
I don't
do?
have an on-ride effect here, but when when my Vanguard with Brawler and its card attacks, which include himself because he's on the Vanguard circle, I can Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from my hand. I can choose one of my Vanguards until end of turn, increase or decrease its drive to match its grade. So because it's a grade 2, I'll get Twin Drive if I use it now. And additionally, you can also get the skill Auto Vanguard Circle once per turn. As soon as attack hits, choose one of your rear guards and it gets power plus 1,000 until end of turn for each grade of your opponent's Vanguard.
That's very aggressive. A neat effect too. If it's a grade 2, it gets Twin Drive. If it's a grade 3, it gets 3 drives. It's just a perfect way to expand on the grade mechanic there.
Yep. Now, unfortunately, because Kongara tends to be more of a control deck, I would rather opt to not call anything right now. So we're simply going to swing for 9. We are going to use the skill to Soul Blast 1 and discard 1 card from my hand. The question is, who will I discard? I think I'll opt to discard the Jin to get Twin Drive. This is 9k with Twin Drive value.
I shall take this in stride.
Okay, then Twin Drive. First check. Critical trigger. All effects to Vanguard.
Ooh.
Payback.
Second check. Big Bang slash Dragon.
Ah, the original.
Twin damage for first. Critical, part of my Vanguard. And the second. Dauntless Strike Dragon.
Well, that's quite telling in its own way.
Oh yeah.
Ah man, only a couple of attacks and y'all have already incurred 2 damage on each side. This is about as explosive we were expecting.
Yep. And with that, because I have no other units to attack with, that ends my turn.
I stand and I draw. At the beginning of my turn, I shall energy charge 3, as well as I will activate the effect of discard by Attack Dragon. At the beginning of my right phase, by discarding it while my Vanguard is grade 1, I get to look at the top 5 cards of my deck to add a grade 2 or last card from among them into my hand. And the card I shall add will be this, Protect Orb Dragon.
Biotech is one of several generic staples of the V-Series format. Some of them are new additions for V-Revival, and some of them were already pre-existing to the format before its discontinuation. We have an entire guide down linked in the Discord below, which will allow you to look at all the different staples that are at the disposal of the format, as well as the relative pros and cons. So if you're a bit confused or new to the format, do be sure to check that out when you're exploring through.
Alright, Protect Orb goes to my hand. Then, for ride, I ride Demonic Dragon Mage Kongara. Now, to those who've been around since DZ, at least, DZ set 1, this type of card should be very familiar. This is the first few triple rares that took advantage of the energy mechanic. So, we have adapted it to V-Series, to VH Clan, with the secondary effect. and with the first effect being more or less the same. So, when it's placed on Vanguard Circle, I will play 3 energy in order to draw a card.
Yeah, it's very much like an energy cycler. We used to discard for ride deck to get it, but here, you'll just ride to get it. It's pretty much, it's almost a one-to-one translation.
Yep. And boosted by Aermo, Kongara will attack your Vanguard.
Nice.
So this is going to be 21, I believe.
Yeah, due to Aermo's skill to get 3,000 power. Another very strong attack there. Sometimes just a little bit of power makes a big difference. Although, you know, any veteran would be able to tell you that much.
Oh, yeah. I will opt to say no guard here.
Right trigger check. Draw trigger.
Ooh. Ghetto.
And that means 1 damage for me. Damage check. Okay, if it was another Knuckle Dragon, I actually think I was gonna lose my mind.
You're gonna riot. Ah, well, a grade 3 searcher, not needed in this game state.
Nope. Alrighty. Now, let me ride a brand new power with Fists of Passion. Something or other. God, I'm too tired to come up with a proper ride chant.
Raido, Brawler, Big Bang Knuckle, Bastard! And with the energy charge up to 6, he's got plenty of options at his disposal.
After hearing that, I'm gonna try it again. I'll try to say the name. Brawler, Big Bang Knuckle Bastard! Alright. And because we are in V-Series, we get gift markers. So in this case, I will get much in a gift tool, Axel 2. And with Axel 2, that allows me to draw 1 card.
And it's an additional front row rear circle, meaning at minimum you can get 4 attacks this turn. Very aggressive marker.
Yep. Yes, indeed. Now, let's see. Alright, so we are going to use Big Bang Knuckle Buster's skill first.
Okay.
That skill to counterblast 1, put 1 card in my hand to my soul. And then I can switch my deck or my drop zone for a card with Big Bang slash in its name and call it to rear circle. I'll search my deck for Big Bang slash Buster.
Legion!
Yep. And if I search my deck, I naturally have to shuffle. And now until end of turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000 for each grade of my opponent's Vanguard, and a skill, continuous Vanguard Circle. When this unit would attack, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard Circle and one of your opponent's Rearguard Circle for every 2 of your Rearguard Circles, and this unit battles all of the units on the chosen circles. So, to simplify that, essentially, I get to attack the Vanguard, and then on top of that, for every 2 of the Rearguard Circles I have, including Excel markers, so because I have a total of 6 Rearguard Circles in total right now, I can attack 3 additional units.
It's a skill which takes the classic Brawler method, but also expands on it using a unique mechanic from V-Series. It's a blending of the two, the old and the new.
Yep. And now, because Big Bang slash Buster was called, I can activate his effect because I have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Brawler in its card name. I get to Soul Blast 1, and I get to choose a unit card in my opponent's drop zone, and then my opponent called it to an open rearguard circle. At the end of the turn, it will be retired. And unfortunately for Nabs, it cannot use its auto skills when it's placed.
Yomigari.
Alright.
By Attack Dragon.
Yep. Alright, next we will call my own draw trigger, Soko. This card is just the exact same version as Gatling Claw Dragon,
Yep.
so.
All effect draw triggers from Festival Collection are the same regardless of clan. They're the one staple that we have from this new Festival Collection that has no unique skills whatsoever. Because why would they?
Now, with his skill, I'll move into the soul, choose one of my units, and it will get 3,000 power, and if no other rearguard was placed in the soul with the same effect, I can draw 1. Because this is the first instance, I do indeed get to draw 1. I'll get 3,000 power to slash Buster.
In V-Series, there are different number thresholds for the base value of certain Vanguards. For instance, over here with Kongara, we have a 10k base because of the clan it belongs to, which is a Force clan. Meanwhile, Grade 2s in Excel and Protect decks are 9k bases. So in order to make up for this difference in power, Noir ended up using the draw trigger in order to boost up Slash Buster, and thus it's now capable of hitting a unit of its own accord. Very nice play.
Thank you very much. And now we call Brawler Big Bang Slash Dragon. And with his skill, when placed on rear circle, if I have a grade 3 rate of Vanguard with Brawler in his card now, I get to Soul Blast 1, draw an additional card, and then I get to call one card from my hand to rearguard circle. I will choose to call Blood Arrow Dragon to my Excel circle. Excuse me. And then the opponent must call one card from their hand to an open rearguard circle, and if they called, then they get to draw one. And as before with Slash Buster, the auto effects do not activate when they call.
I will call the Quick Shield in my hand. This still counts as being called, so I still...
Yes. So for anyone who is curious about that, yes, that is a very legal play. As long as it is a card in their hand, regardless of what type of card it is, then it can be played. And what happens to the token, because it's a token card, once it touches the field that way, it disappears.
Yeah, it's effectively like a Blitz Order for you standard players out there. It even has Blitz Order in its card text right there. So just like any Blitz Order or order whatsoever, when it hits rear circle, poof.
Yep. Alrighty. Let me see if I want to shotgun this effect or not. Alright, well, let's first use this. We're gonna call Mighty Bold Dragoon. Skill, look at top 5 cards in my deck. Sadly, that's a whiff, but I do get to reshuffle now.
Big Bang Knuckle Buster does have a secondary skill, but it's not live yet because we've already passed the beginning of the main phase. But next turn, oh boy.
Yes. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so I think... Alright, let me add these powers now so it's easier to track.
It's fun seeing it just be a lone Vanguard to just one card after the other, after the other, after the other.
Yep. Alright, and now we will swing with my Vanguard onto all 3 of your units. Let me make sure I'm not overlooking anything. Oh yeah, and then Slash Buster skill activates because my Vanguard Brawler is attacking. I get Soul Blast 1. Discard 1 card in my hand. I will opt to discard. I'll opt to discard my Soul Call in my hand. And now my Vanguard gets triple drive.
And not only that, it has the effect.
Yep, now an additional skill. Every time his attack hits, I can choose one of my rearguards and it gets power plus 1000 for each grade of my opponent's Vanguard. Because my opponent is at grade 2, I can choose one rearguard every time he hits to get 2k. So this is going to be 22,000 to all 3 of your units.
Not so fast. I guard Protect Orb Dragon. Because I did not write a grade 3 unit this fight, I get to PG for free.
Alrighty then.
No more early game rush.
So am I to take that to mean that the other 2 rearguards are going to be saying farewell?
Yes.
Alright then.
That was so menacing.
Triple drive, first check, critical trigger. All effects to Blood Arrow Dragon.
Man, it's one critical after the other with these decks. They are vicious.
Alright. Second check, Wild Clock Dragon.
Welcome back.
And third check, Slash Dragon. Okay. So now with those 2 attacks hitting, I can choose 2 of my rearguards, and they get... I get to choose a rearguard twice. and it gets 2,000 power here, so in this case I'm going to choose Slash Dragon. Actually, no, I think I'll give Blood Arrow 4,000 in total.
Oh.
2 instances of plus 2k. And in addition, Slash Dragon skill activates when my once per turn, when the attack of my Vanguard with Brawler and its card name hits, I get to counter plus 1 and draw 1, choose one of my rearguards, and it gets plus power plus 5,000. So it's a once per turn, so I get to counter plus 1, draw 1. Now one of my rearguards gets another 5,000, so I think I will give 5,000 to Slash Buster.
Alright.
Alrighty. So now, I will hit you for 17 to your Vanguard.
Slash Buster is how much?
I believe he also...
He's 16.
Also 17. Yeah,
And
17.
Blood
I miscounted that.
And
Blood
Blood
Arrow's gonna be 31k with an extra crit.
Gotcha. Right.
Actually, no,
I will
my
forward.
bad. You've got to have another. He's actually going to have more power because you have 2 open rearguard circles on your front row now, so he gets another 10,000.
Ah, right. Not to mention that pesky continuous skill, but we'll get to that.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I will guard with Dragon Dancer, Natasha, giving 10,000 power to my Vanguard.
And this lasts until end of the turn. It's yet another tool to stop early rush.
If me Slash Buster sadly can't hit anymore, but Blood Arrow certainly still can, so this is going to be 41,000 double crit to your Vanguard.
Guard.
Ooh, had to use up 2 Tahr, but a worthy price indeed. He was not interested in going to 4 that early.
Oh, yeah. Alright, then we pass the turn over to you.
Alright. It's time, Nebs.
Stand and draw. I ride Dauntless Dragon. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, interesting.
I hear some counting. Alright.
1, 2,
Dauntless Dragon. This was a card that was already existing in V Series before its inevitable demise, and it is a very fascinating card in that, it was a break ride card originally, and then it was retrained in V Series, and it still holds on to a bit of that break ride legacy. It has an iconic skill to restand itself at the end of the battle that it attacks, provided that you discard 3 cards from your hand. However, it also has a skill when rode upon to give the next Vanguard that rides over it that same skill. In other words, it's a good starting ride, but then it also leads to even bigger combos down the line.
Yep. I will call by attack Dragon. Swinging on your Vanguard for 23.
He's keeping it as light as he possibly can on that field, investing as minimal as he could.
I think this is where I opt to no guard.
Right. Twin Drive. First check. Critical trigger. I will give all effects negative.
Ooh.
Okay.
No trigger.
Not a double crit.
Not a double crit, but still, y'all just keep critting each other.
Oh, that's a heal trigger.
Oh, and it goes off.
That does roll.
And with a 3, I do get a heal.
Now, if only there was a way to recycle Knuckle Dragon.
I know, right? Hey, get on that.
Future support, maybe.
Critical trigger, all effects to Vanguard.
Ooh.
Oh. Alright. I will discard by attack,
Oh.
Whirlwind, and Rakshasa from my hand in order to restand my Vanguard. By attack will now swing at Blood Slash Buster for 10k.
Okay, no guard.
And I will swing at Vanguard for 33. 2 crit.
33 to 32 with a twin drive, but it's got a critical on it already, so if this connects, it's over.
Yeah. I believe I'm going to guard with a critical trigger to make it...
To the past.
47, yeah. I'm going to guard with my version of the Energy Cycler, which will allow me to Energy Blast 3 to draw 1, because it's placed on the Guardian Circle.
Very nice.
From hand, specifically, I might add.
Yep, just like the original Energy Cyclers. Can you imagine all the abuse that would come from it?
Oh god, yeah, so much bad, so much abuse. And then intercept with Slash Dragon for no pass.
Ah, not taking any risk. Very wise.
Yep.
No trigger. Second. Alright, no trigger as well.
Alright, that sends everything to all my guardians to the drop zone.
Alright, I end my turn.
Alright. Stand and draw.
Here comes...
I will not be riding. And now, Big Bang Knuckle Buster's auto skill activates, where at the beginning of my main phase, I can Soul Blast one Big Bang Knuckle Dragon. Allows me to draw one. And then, until the end of this turn, this unit gets the skill Auto on Vanguard Circle. When this unit's attack hits, choose one of my rearguards, and it gets power plus 1000 until end of turn for each grade of my opponent's Vanguard. So similar to Slash Buster. And in addition, Auto on Vanguard Circle, at the end of battle, this unit attacked 4 or more units. If your opponent has no rearguards, cost +1, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards and deal 1 damage.
Doesn't even care about how many cards in their damage zone. If you're at 5 and you let this through, it's over.
Oh yeah.
It's a dangerous skill, but it took some setup.
Oh yeah. Alright, so first we're going to use Knuckle Buster's skill to counterblast 1. We will put 1 Wild Clock Dragon into Soul. Oh, almost forgot to energy charge 3 this turn. My bad. Now I get to search my deck for 1 Big Bang Slash unit. I will indeed be calling Big Bang Slash Buster once more.
Legion!
Yep. And until end of turn, this Knuckle Buster will get 5,000 for each grade of my opponent's Vanguard, and when this unit would attack, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard circles and one of your opponent's rearguard circle for every 2 of my rearguard circles. This unit battles all of those units in the chosen circles. The Knuckle Buster will get plus 15,000 because you're at grade 3 now.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition, Slash Buster skill, I get to Soul Blast 1.
Oh yeah, what did you put from hand to soul for Knuckle Buster's effect?
Wild Clock.
Which is now being soul blasted for skill of Slash Buster.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So you didn't use a Wild Clock's act effect?
No, I didn't use it. I didn't use that act skill. I will opt to call your Protect Orb.
Just to be cruel. But there is another reason for that, actually. It's quite smart, too.
Oh, yeah.
Protect Orb. You see, Protect Orbs has an additional skill from the drop zone. When your Vanguard is attacked, by removing a Sentinel from the drop zone, you can call to the Guardian Circle, and although it cannot use its Sentinel ability anymore, it does get shield plus 20,000. So it's a somewhat limited recurable 20k shield from the drop zone, but by leaving it high and dry on the field there, Noir's been able to get around that particular risk.
Yep.
Yeah, that might need an errata later. I might consider it. So you can't do that.
Who knows?
Call.
I think I am gonna.
Wild Clock Dragon. Top 5.
Mhm.
We will add another Knuckle Buster to my hand.
Oh crap!
Oh boy!
And now, because he's on rearguard circle and I put a card in my hand, I have to discard 1 card from my hand. I will choose to discard. Well, I'm gonna do something risky. I'm gonna discard my Wyvern Guard Gold. And now we're gonna use my Wild Clock Dragon skill. As mentioned before, Wild Clock has an act skill. This time, I will indeed opt to use it. I'm gonna put him into Soul. And then I can choose one of my Vanguards until end of turn. It gets continuous Vanguard circle. When this unit would attack a Vanguard, choose one of your opponent's rearguard circles, and this unit battles both the Vanguard and the units on the chosen rearguard to 1 attack. Essentially, this gives Knuckle Buster an additional rearguard attack on top of what he already does.
Yeah, and if that wasn't enough, because you haven't put a Wild Clock into Soul this turn, or did you? It wasn't a rearguard, however. You see, with its skill, since it's not a rearguard that was put in the Soul, it's put from the hand, he can still get the draw, so everything works out quite nicely. Huh, kind of funny how that's very similar to the draw triggers.
Yeah, basically. And now, I call another Big Bang Slash Dragon from my hand, which means, because I have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Brawler as card now, I can Soul Blast 1, draw 1 card.
Oof. For every card in Soul, is another card out of Soul for Noir.
Yep. Truly burning my soul as much as possible.
Burn my dread.
There we go. And now, in addition, your opponent chooses a card from their hand, calls it to an open rearguard circle, and if they call the card, draw a card. And now, in addition, once again, he cannot activate auto effects when that happens.
I will call. I will call Lava Flow from my hand and draw.
Let me add the Excel power to Blood Arrow real fast. And now, because I've called Twinfall Brawler Arc, he also has a continuous rearguard circle effect where during my turn, if I have a Vanguard with Brawler in his card name, when the opponent's rearguard will be retired by battle or by my card's ability, I can bind it instead of retiring it.
Alright.
So, we shall proceed to the battle phase. Knuckle Buster shall attack all 4 of your units.
In one attack, baby.
Yep, in one attack for 27,000.
I will PG this. Discarding Whirlwind Dragon.
Alright, and because I didn't have the soul for Slash Buster's second skill, sadly I am stuck with the Twin Drive. God, what a shame. I must be like everyone else. Alright, Twin Drive. First check. Ooh, Wyvern Defender Gold. We'll see if we can get any use out of that one later. Second check. Heal Trigger, which does go off. Once again. I get to heal 1. I'll heal out the Knuckle Dragon. Just out of spite more than anything.
A Sentinel and a heal trigger that
Give
goes
power
off. That's a
to-
very defensive Twin Drive.
Oh yeah, and I give power to Blood Arrow. Okay, now, let me see if I understood this correctly. Okay, so I only had to attack. I did not have to hit 4 units, thankfully.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that'd be a bit of a hard ask, I swear. So, because, I guess we'll get the big one out of the way. His second auto skill that he acquired by Soul Blasting Big Bang Knuckle Dragon is at the end of the battle. This unit attacked 4 more units, which I indeed did, the Vanguard and 3 rearguards. If the opponent has no rearguard, I get to counterblast 1 and ping you for 1 damage.
Right off the bat.
Damn it. No trigger.
And in addition, because the attack has hit 3 times, I get to give 3,000 power to in 3 instances. So first instance, I will give 3,000 to Blood Arrow. In the second instance, I shall give 3,000 to Slash Dragon. And then the third instance, I shall give it to Slash Dragon once more. And now, in addition, Arc skill activates in the back from his auto back row rearguard circle. When the attack of my Vanguard with Brawler's card name hits, all my units in the same column as this unit get power plus 1,000. If the opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it's 2,000 instead of 1,000. So because it hit 3 times, I get a total of plus 6,000 to both Arcs and Slash Buster.
And to think, it's
I read
such a
that correctly
simple,
anyway.
it's such a simple mechanic at first blush, but there's a lot of really intense arithmetic in Brawlers.
Yep.
Like, holy crap. And
Not only
they say
that-
the high school dropouts don't know math.
Yeah, for real. And not only that, because I was able to bind cards due to Arc's effect, Mighty Bull Dragoon's skill continuous effect activates where he gets additional 5,000 power.
Everyone gets power.
And not only that, Big Bang Slash Dragon's auto skill activates when the attack of my Vanguard with Brawler and its card name hits. I get to counterblast 1, draw 1 card, and I get to give another rearguard another 5,000 power. I shall give it to. I'll give it to Slash Dragon, Slash Buster this time. And then in addition, Blood Arrow Dragon also gets another 10,000 power due to you having 2 empty front row rearguard circles.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Well, Nabs, you certainly got the squeeze on you now there.
Alright, so we're gonna boost with Mighty Bolts, and then Slash Dragon will attack for 17 plus 6, that's 23, plus another 5, that's 28.
28. Slash Buster is how much?
Slash Buster is gonna be 17 plus 11, that's 28, plus another 6, that's 34.
And Blood Arrow?
Blood Arrow should be 12 plus 28. I'm going 28. Oh yeah, that makes sense now. 12 plus 28, that'll be 40k, I believe, and you can't activate auto abilities when he attacks.
Alright. Damage check. No trigger.
Alright, and then we attack with Slash Buster for 34.
Guard.
Okay, and then we swing with Blood Arrow. Would you like to go to 5?
Yes, damage check.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
Pushed him to the limit, but he survives.
Oh yeah. And with
It's
that,
looking-
I end my turn.
It's looking tense.
No.
Damage 3 to 5. A bustling, busy hand for Noir, and not much to work with. No field at all, even for Naps. But something tells me he's not through yet.
Yep.
I break ride.
Man, I need one of those so I could say break time. I get the
Perdition
perfect
Dragon.
reference then.
Vortex Dragonewt. Imaginary gift. Force 1. Bring on my Vanguard circle. Next up. Energy Blast 7. And I draw a card.
All right. Go for it, Nabs. You can do it.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Okay.
First. So I need. Okay. Skill of Vortex Dragonewt.
Here it is, baby.
So, Trinity Crimson Flavor.
Counterblasting 1, discarding a Perdition was the cost that needed to be paid. Putting 2 cards in the drop zone to the deck, and then legioning with Whirlwind Dragon.
来い。光、怒り風の猶予。今こそ並び立て。レイよ。煉獄竜。ワーウィンドラゴン。そして、トリニティクリーンプレイ。
Alright. 1, 2.
そして、3体の炎。トリニティクリームレーダー。ヴァンガードは1ダメージ。
何？ヴァンガードまで。
クリムゾンフレームは熱く。
Look at this, I've seen that fight so many times. I've memorized the Japanese.
it's always epic.
Even to the point where Nabs actually, it was Mitsuno Hono. Crimson Flame. Sorry, I'm being such a nerd right now.
Oh, this is definitely the right fight to do that. Oh, but it gets hotter now. Those retires comes an even more powerful skill.
Oh, I know.
ドラゴニュートのスキル発動。パワープラス5000。このthis ability activates when your opponent's regard is retired during the turn, giving 5,000 power to my Vanguard Whirlwind Dragon. Additionally, because I picked Whirlwind Dragon for this effect, Vortex Dragon gets an additional critical on top of that. Because you second one was retired, once more, 5,000 power.
Retiring his rear
guard.
guard.
It's his critical becomes 2. He doesn't gain crit plus 1, so don't think you can stack that.
Oh, if only. However, it's funny how you guys just keep on mirroring each other. Every time you get rid of rear guard, here comes power. With the drive check comes a critical, and there's even damage pinging on both of these Vanguards. Man, they complement each other.
Oh yeah. That they do. They really do.
I call Gia skill. Soul Blast 1. Retiring Slash Buster.
He does not like your Slash Buster, methinks.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
Power プラス5000。そして、ボルテックスドラグニュートで、ヴァンガードにアタック。
28, 30, 48k double crit with a restand incoming.
And a note to the audience, the reason why Nabston can make more cards in hand is that one of the other conditions to Dauntless Drive's restand is that you have to have 4 or more cards in the hand. Therefore, with 2 cards in the hand already pre-existing along with the Twin Drive, he'll just be able to meet the condition to restand Vortex Dragonewt. And with all that power and critical, it's going to be a hell of a thing to guard.
Alright, so we will guard with the special, with this counter heal, I should say. If you're the go. Oh my god, cannot talk. when I'm guarding against a unit who has critical 2 or greater, that is from a non-trigger unit, it gets an additional 10,000 shield. Because you indeed have that. I'm brought up to 37,000, so obviously I'm still quite short. But I think I can manage. I will additionally guard with my friendly pal, Bright Jet Dragon once more, to Energy Blast 3. Draw 1. So this puts me at 37, 42. You're 48, I believe.
With the twin drive.
Yeah.
42. Got with a critical turret for 57.
One to pass, correct.
Intercept for 62. I believe that's 2 to pass.
Yes.
But is my math's correct? Okay.
First check. Critical trigger. I'll give all effects to Whirlwind.
All the Whirlwind Dragon. Oh, he doesn't want to chance it. Very fair.
And now, the second check.
Oh!
I'll give all effects to Gia.
Oh shoot. He didn't bet on that 2 to pass, so it didn't mean an immediate loss, but with everything now having extra critical, and Noir here being at 4, he can't take in these attacks.
Whirlwind Dragon swings at your Vanguard. Skill, Conroe +1. He gets 5,000 power. I will retire your Mighty Bolt Dragoon. And because the Rearguard is retired, I give 5,000 power to Vortex Dragonewt and Gia as per their effect.
Ooh, classy use of the auto skill from Vortex Dragonewt. Bonus points there, Nabs.
This is 35, correct?
Yes.
Alright, so I will guard with a critical trigger and a arcs for 37.
This goes to the bottom. Allowing me to grab Whirlwind Dragon from the drop to my hand. Then I swing. 53k Vanguard.
Consengado. Now we will discard gold for this. Unfortunately.
Twin Drive. First check. No trigger. Second check. At this moment, the second effect given by Dauntless Drive active. 10,000.
Yep, that's right. Remember, Dauntless Drive grants all of its auto abilities to the unit that rides upon it, and that includes an auto ability that when you drive check 2 or more normal units, 10,000 to the rear guard. It just keeps getting worse, baby. It burns hotter and hotter.
Gia attacks the Vanguard for 43,000.
A 35k shield. Kitty guarded.
I will activate the Natasha that I had just used to remove the gold I had discarded for her. To call her to the Guardian Circle for 20,000 shields. So this put me at 32. Then guard with Arts, 42. And guard with Slash Buster from my hand.
Ooh, nice.
47.
Quick thinking on Noir's part, discarding one Sentinel for the cost of the other Sentinel.
Yep, thank you. Alright. Stop.
Okay.
Undo.
Both players are looking at bad shape. We've entered the simplified game states, ladies and gentlemen. Who's gonna win it?
Nilda. Moichiso. Brawler. Big Bang Knuckle Buster.
Moichiro.
Imaginary Gift. Axel 2. And with that, I get to draw 1. Okay. Now I will activate Knuckle Buster's skill to counterblast 1. I'll put 1 card from my hand to my soul. Let me check my drop zone real fast so I don't mistakenly search for the last thing. We will call Slash Buster for my drop zone. So because I didn't search my deck, I don't have to shuffle this time.
Legion!
Thank you, Josh.
I got you, buddy.
Thanks.
No problem.
Oh, God. Alright, I've already said it twice. If you guys haven't figured out what he does now, rewind the video, I guess.
It is my job to help be the hype man.
Yep. Alright, and with Slash Buster skill, I get the Soul Blast 1. You choose a card. I get to choose a card in your drop zone. And we will... because I don't know. Sure, let's just call Barri, just for the heck of it.
Barri. Once more calling out them, their sentinels. They can't hide.
Yeah. They never will. And then we call Big Bang Slash Dragon to my right Excel circle to Soul Blast 1. And I get to draw 1. Call a blood arrow from my hand to the Excel circle, and then you must do the same as well. You must call 1 card from your hand, and then you draw 1.
Well, the downside of that mechanic is it allowed Nabs to filter out a grade 3.
Nice. Well, wouldn't be fun otherwise.
But I draw into another grade 3!
That would be so unfortunate, bro. That'd be so
did.
unfortunate.
No, I did.
You actually. Oh,
Technically, Nabs is supposed to reveal that, but sure, we'll be candid here today, folks. It didn't matter this time around. Unless, of course, it dug into a heal trigger, in which case, Omega Poggers. We'll see.
Yes. We will call Mighty Orb Dragon here to look at top 5.
Did you just call him Dragon? Are we going to learn something new about Mighty Bolt today?
Did I say Dragon?
It's a Dragon.
Add a grade 3 to my hand. And shuffle. And we will actually just discard that.
Deck thinning, deck winning.
And then we call Wild Blood Dragon as well. Look at top 5.
Oh, frick. Here we go again.
And we indeed get to grab a Knuckle Dragon. And we discard that because he's on Vanguard Circle. Alrighty. You ready to feel the thunder?
Right, the lightning!
Alright. Then we're gonna swing 27k to your entire board.
No guard.
Swing drive. Fast check. Sheer trigger. Power to Blood Arrow Dragon. Let's get another the XL marker. And second check. Critical trigger. Crypt to Vanguard.
And the fruits of his labors have paid off. A double trigger due to the filtering.
Damn, not the Ching Chong special.
And GG, alright. Ding, ding, ding. And looks like Brawlers have knocked out another opponent from the ring there. Very well played, both of you. That was a great game. A battle of equals. They were more similar than they are different, I must say. Definitely a very overwhelming presence here, but it was also in a situation where Perditions fought back so viciously thanks to the break right skill. Noir was just like, he was punching up right out the gate there. He did not wait. He didn't even wait for a crossfire. He just went straight into Knuckle Buster, boy. And whereas with Nabs is playing it a little bit more cool, right? You know, Mr. Blue Gloves here decided, I'll wait an extra turn so that we can burn even hotter. And it almost worked. It almost paid off there. He just did a little bit more to persist there, but honestly, very well played, both of you. And as I said before, this is only going to be the start of many Fight Nights advertising cards just like these here. So definitely look forward to that, folks. And then after this releases, you should expect down the Discord server below an announcement on the official reveals of each of the clans that were featured in said Fight Night. So in this case, after this uploads, do be sure to check out Project Announcement, as we will be unveiling the brand new cards for Narukami and Conroe. And in the meantime, if you're looking for other video content, then do be sure to check out my channel down below. We do all sorts of Vanguard videos, whether that be discussions, more Fight Nights like these, anime reactions, top 10s, the whole shebang. So check them out. If you like what you see, consider leaving a subscribe and notification bell for the next time we load a video. And with that said, take care and God bless.
Peace.
Next time.